I manage YouTube channels for multiple 6- and 7-figure brands right now, and I analyze exactly what makes them convert. And the biggest mistake that I see entrepreneurs make is copying massive creators with terrible client acquisition strategies. So today I analyze 7 of the biggest YouTube channels and rank their strategies from least effective to most effective for actually getting clients. We're not ranking the people and we're not ranking the environment. We are strictly looking at how well the YouTube strategy is for turning a cold viewer into a high ticket buyer. I'm going to show you what the top channels are doing well right now, what the bottom channels are doing wrong, and how you can steal the winning framework for your own business. Let's get into it. All right, so the first person that I'm going to be ranking is going to be Gary Vee. He's a pretty good entrepreneur, obviously. Everyone knows him. He has massive reach, but I'm going to have to put him at the very bottom of the list. Only for this video specifically, because we're talking about business channels and making money from YouTube and content, right? And so Gary Vee, as far as I know, he's very broad. He has massive reach, but there's no direct conversion strategy. He doesn't have a specific business. He's not very niched. He's very general. If I head over to his YouTube right now, as you can see, his popular videos are even really broad, right? Even his latest videos, they're very broad, just talking about social media, an $800 billion opportunity most people are sleeping on, not a specific person that he's speaking to. We also have the social media strategy nobody is using, not a specific social media, not a specific ideal client that he's targeting here. It's just entrepreneurs in general. This is really good if you're going really broad and getting a lot of people maybe into a low ticket offer, then upsell into high ticket. But starting out like as a business channel, even if you want to be like very general, you need to start out very niched. And if you want to have a successful one, you need to stay very niched as much as possible, because you're targeting the direct person that can actually buy from you and afford your offer, your higher ticket offer. You need to be very niched, and this is very general. Hence why he has to funnel into a low ticket offer or something lower like price, and then he can funnel higher ticket instead of just having a business channel and then funneling to high ticket only. So it's great for brand awareness, but it's terrible for like a B2B agency looking for targeted leads. This is the main reason why I have to put him down here. He's got entrepreneur though, no hate towards him. The next one is going to be Jordan Welsh. This guy is extremely good, very talented, multi-millionaire, right? He pretty much sold a software company, I believe, but I'm going to have to put him at number 6. He's above Gary Vee. He has a very good personal brand, really good production value, of course, and very good financial content. The only thing about Jordan Welsh's personal brand, looking at this right now, is that it's kind of skewed more towards AI now, or even just running a business, and it's more about his lifestyle. Right? It used to be a lot, if I click on popular videos, it used to be a lot about dropshipping. This is what I know him for. This is what most people know him for. Dropshipping and making money with e-commerce, online, Shopify, things like that, right? But nowadays, he's gotten, ever since selling his company, not gonna lie, it's been a lot more lifestyle and one-person business or AI type of stuff, really general, really broad, which again is not a bad thing. But for a business channel, you want to stay very niche to get those targeted people and have a direct conversion factor. If I head over to his bio, he doesn't have a conversion link there. If I go down here, you can see he pretty much has a free lead magnet. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is probably an affiliate link or his business, and then he has a mentorship program. These are probably not the highest ticket because he's really general and really broad, instead of just being hyper targeted and having like a $10,000 offer, which is gonna attract like 100, maybe 200 people, but those 100 and 200 people are actually qualified and have enough money to buy that 10K offer. So 200 people times a $10,000 offer, that's like 200K probably per month that you're making. And you can probably make a lot more, obviously, if you scale up 100 and 200 viewers, that's like nothing, especially for a targeted channel. But you get the point, every viewer is higher quality. And also because he's leveraging a lot of this lifestyle videos, it's giving more coaching vibes, which is not a bad thing, but it attracts a really broad audience, which isn't highly optimized for client-facing conversions, right? You want to be a bit more niched. So for business channels specifically, he's going to be at number 6. Number 4 is going to be Iman Gaji, because this is a very strong example of someone with really good authority and very good positioning in the market. In number 1, he has high production value, right? Number 2, his storytelling is very good. Number 3, he has a new offer like every 6 months, so he's keeping things fresh while also giving some new information. Unlike a lot of people, they give the same info and they try to rerun the same type of courses every single 6 months or something like that, and it never works. But because Iman changes the names, remember, instead of growth operating, he said shadow operating. What it even is that, it's just growth operating rebranded into shadow operating, which is his term. So if you can find a way to just get into a market, claim your own term or your own strategy, then own that strategy and get really good at it and show people that you get results using the strategy, you can easily become an authority figure. And that's exactly what he did in the growth operating niche. And so Iman has built massive trust with his audience, and he has pretty much enough of an audience to move them off the platform. Think about it, he has a business channel with over 50K subscribers, which is a lot for a very niche business channel. So he has the ability to move people not just from one channel to another, but even off the platform. He has millions of followers on Instagram, millions of people know him across the world. He's very well known. He owns brands such as as WAP. He's very well known and he's very good at personal branding. And because of that, he's gotten a lot of opportunities. And because his niche channel is cooking as well, which actually, let me show you guys. You can see how really good these videos are doing. I believe he stopped probably because it got too big. And when you're very niched, you want to have a small channel. When you get very big, then it kind of takes away that factor of, okay, this is exclusive for a specific person. And it kind of brings in that factor of, okay, he just wants to get views and subscribers and everything. And it kind of takes away that exclusivity, right? And so this is a lot of people watching this channel, but especially because it's niched, a lot of these viewers are way higher quality than his main channel, which gets millions of viewers, right? And so this channel is absolutely making him a lot of money, I bet. And this funnels directly into his higher ticket offer. He even says in his videos, I believe he's targeting people making 6 figures or more. So he's targeting a very specific type of person, an entrepreneur, which means he's gonna make a lot more money with the hyper targeted offer. So for that reason alone, Iman Gadzhi is definitely gonna be number 4. Now you're probably wondering why I skipped number 5. Well, I didn't mean to, but number 5 is going to be Cody Sanchez. And Cody Sanchez is pretty good, but the only reason she's at number 5 is because once again, she's broad just like Gary Vee and Jordan Welsh, except she has kind of more interesting factors to her life, right? She doesn't just use lifestyle, she uses her life with the mix of business. I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. So this is her content. Of course, you can see it's very broad, but she doesn't have that lifestyle stuff that like Jordan Welsh has, which makes him look like more of like a coach and selling with lifestyle. Instead, she's selling with her knowledge, right? And her knowledge in the financial niche. And because of that, she's also showcasing her life with different business models because she owns a bunch of different businesses. So for example, in these videos, a lot of these, she's outside and she's making these intros and outros. She's actually going to these places and making videos. You can see in this one, she's in a nice office building. You can see in this one, she's in real life with someone with the business making 1K a day. You can see in this one, how to manage your time like a top 1% CEO. Instead of just saying it from a desk and being kind of boring, she's actually showing it in real life, her at the gym, her drinking things, going through her actual day. Things like this is what's going to help you build a personal brand that's very big and long lasting. Instead of like Jordan Welsh is like, flexing, all that good stuff, right? Of course it's cool. It's going to attract, the guys and the people who are kind of interested in this stuff. But this is more personal branding because not only are you mixing your lifestyle into it a bit, but you're giving a lot of knowledge at the same time. Put that together, you have a very strong personal brand. Jordan Welsh does this as well, but just not as effectively, I don't think. I think he feels more niched in dropshipping and showcasing his lifestyle. He'd probably do a lot better because that's what people know him for, dropshipping. And his audience has gotten a bit older. They don't really care about this young money stuff anymore that much. Cody Sanchez is definitely number 5. We have Iman Gadzhi at number 4. Now for number 3. This is where it's gonna get interesting. We have Jeremy Haynes, the ads goat. We have Eddie Malouf, marketing guy, big marketing guy. And we also have Alex Hormozi, which everyone knows him. Number 3, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put Eddie Malouf at number 3. And I say this because he's targeting a very specific person and he does this pretty well in his videos. He has an extremely tight niche, he knows exactly who he's talking to, and he uses a lot of social proof and elements in his videos. He also attends a lot of events and things. Just by looking up his name, you can see he has affiliations with other people who are big in business. For example, Pierre, which is the guy behind Breast Skills Marketing. If they're watching his second channel, Raw Spreads, they like watching the business stuff, they're probably gonna like Eddie Malouf as well. But going to Eddie Malouf's channel, you can see he's really not that broad. Not as broad as you would think. Even though he's really rich, even though he has a lot of money, even though his business is doing extremely well, he's not as general as the other people. Or he's making videos about the only 3 ways to grow revenue or how to buy a business with no money. But he also has more niched videos than the other ones, which is like how to sell high ticket products. Okay, that's a specific person he's targeting. 2026 marketing strategy for service/local businesses. He could have niched more for a specific one, but he doesn't have to. Once again, this guy owns a ton of businesses, so he kind of knows what he's talking about, and this is kind of niched. It's not towards every business, it's only towards service and local businesses. It's pretty targeted. And I'm not gonna lie, the rest are pretty broad, but he does have more targeted ones, which is why he's number 3. The more targeted, the more money that you're gonna make, most likely, and the easier it's gonna be to just convert people in general. Now, the second one is gonna be Jeremy Haynes. This guy is probably one of the most intentional creators on YouTube. Now, you could obviously know Alex Hormozi's number 1. I'm gonna put him up there in a bit. Honestly, for me, number 1 and number 2 was between Alex Hormozi and Jeremy Haynes, because this guy's extremely targeted. Just Alex Hormozi has so much more reach. He's so much more well known. But we're talking about Jeremy Haynes now. This guy's the paid ads goat. Everyone knows him in the paid ads niche. He's built himself an extremely good moat. Everyone knows him as that guy who helps people hit their $1 million months. And one thing I like about Jeremy is that he actually uses YouTube properly, like as a sales funnel. He doesn't just use it to post like lifestyle content or, of course he does that. I believe he has a second channel for that, but his main channel is specifically for building a business a really highly profitable business, and he's targeting people who want to hit $1 million plus months. And you can see on this guy's channel how targeted he actually is. He's talking about webinar funnels. Only specific people are gonna wanna watch this type of video. He's talking about how to scale a call funnel to $1 million a month. Very specific, hyper targeted. He has all these case study breakdown videos. I believe he did one and he saw how good they were doing and he decided to hammer down and keep doing this format. It's probably giving him a ton of clients, which is why you just double down on it. He has so many recently and he's hyper targeted towards specific people. He's scaling info businesses. He's helping specific business owners. He's helping coaching businesses. I guess you can say it's kind of broad, but at the same time, this is bottom of funnel / middle funnel content because he's showing you building your business. He's showing you how they're gonna get to Z, right, from X. But they're at X right now. And so in a few months, when they actually get there, he can make another video about how they got to Z and he can show the video from when they were talking about X and how they're gonna build to Z, right? And so you're showing the before and after and people love that transformation for especially bottom of funnel videos. So these are gonna do extremely well. His whole channel is just targeted properly. I really like it. Now, Alex Hormozi, the GOAT, of course, everyone knows him. And honestly, I think I might have to put Jeremy Haynes at #1. Only because of how targeted he is, and I really like his content. Alex Hormozi is gonna be #1. Everyone knows him. Everyone knows him when it comes to ads. Everyone knows him when it comes to business. Everyone knows him when it comes to marketing. This guy is just built a very good personal brand. And it's because of his character, right? A lot of people know him. A lot of people know his start. You know, he had a gym. He used to sleep in a gym. He met Layla. They used to work hard together. They were sleeping in a car, I believe, right? So he really built a strong personal brand in the gym niche. And then once he actually dominated that niche, he was like, okay, there's nowhere else to go to. There's no up to go from here. I just have to go general and then take the whole entire market when it comes to business. And the only reason that I'm gonna put him up here, even though his content is not as niched, is because of his reach, right? A lot of his reach is really good and he's still targeting business owners. And because his portfolio of businesses is worth over like 100 million, probably over 200 million, probably over 300 million, like he knows a lot about business and this guy is still very good when it comes to this. Right? He doesn't give this very general, broad advice, but it's very specific for business. And he talks about different businesses, but because he owns so many, he has the experience, he has the knowledge on each, and he can actually give that to you. And you're always gonna learn something new by watching a Hormozi video. And he's very, very consistent. So honestly, he's gonna be #1. Let me know what you think. I kind of want to switch to Alex Hormozi and Jeremy Haynes because they're both really good business channels. But at the same time, Alex Hormozi is just so much well known and he's definitely making a lot more money than Jeremy with his channel only because of his reach. That's the only differentiator here. So reach isn't everything, but when you're hyper targeted and you reach enough people in your market and you start to dominate that, going general probably isn't the worst thing to do as long as you're consistent and you go the right path and you don't become like, you know, too lifestyle-ish like, you know, Jordan Welsh. No hate to him, of course, I love his content, he's very smart, but I think he should keep the lifestyle on a different channel and then his main channel should just be for business. I always preach this, you don't want to mix two different ICPs because then your channel is going to be filled with broad people and you're not going to make as much money as you could be if you were just hyper targeted and if YouTube only knew you for a specific niche and specific things. So in this video, I showed you exactly how the best businesses use YouTube as a client acquisition source, but knowing the strategy and actually executing it while running a business are two completely different things. So if you're making at least 20K per month and you want YouTube to add an additional 10 to 50K a month in new revenue from YouTube Organic, click the first link below to book a free call with an agency. We're going to help you build a profitable YouTube channel within 90 days. All you do on your side is record for 30 minutes a week while we handle literally everything else. Or if you're not ready and you want to see exactly how our YouTube strategy helped Elliot collect over 50K plus in deals from YouTube, click this video on screen next. I'll see you over there.